Hey, welcome to the show. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm gonna put you guys on this waiting. There we go. welcome to the show. I really appreciate it. My name is Julio, and I'm your host of the Xray podcast. So today's show it is pretty good show, and I'm glad that you're joining us. Please, thank you for your visiting. And by the way, like and subscribe right here. Go to the bottom and go ahead and subscribe to all our channels. Then we got a few here, and then we got more that are about to pop in there. There we go. So you can stay updated to the latest. All right. So I'm gonna while we're waiting on our guest to show up, I would like to let you know the tonight we're gonna have another live stream around 6:30 p.m. Central Time. We're gonna have a guest tonight, and we're also gonna do the news roundup for the day and for the head into a good weekend. And we're going to do another podcast probably tomorrow afternoon after we get our AC installed right here in our studio. I mean, we have AC now, but we're going to get a larger unit installed tomorrow, and we'll probably do a live stream on that evening as well, or that afternoon. It depends how we feel, or anything new pops up in the world of politics, and we're going to let you know. Um, while we're waiting, let's see, you haven't showed up yet. So while we're waiting, let me let you know what's going on for Monday. Monday, we have a guest. Let me share the screen in a minute with you guys for what's popping on Monday. We're gonna have Adam Francisco. Well, let me show his channel real quick so you guys know who he is. So he will be our guest on Monday. He will be our guest on Monday. You can follow him on Instagram, also on YouTube. He got a YouTube channel. You can follow him on YouTube as well, Adam Francisco. So he will be our guest on Monday evening, 6:30 Central Time. He will be our guest. So that's what we got going on for Monday. So it's gonna be. Let me show you right here. There we go. On Monday, that's his channel. You can follow him on Instagram, San Francisco, and in all social media, X, YouTube, you name it. Follow him. Give him a follow. So he will be our guest on Monday afternoon at 6:30. So he's gonna show up around 6:45, and we're gonna have a conversation. So it's gonna be a great show on Monday. We're gonna have. I'm working on two more interviews for that week, and hopefully I get him up to date. Who's going to be? Hopefully I will let you know tomorrow once they confirm, and we're gonna have a great show coming up next week. I can't wait for it. It's gonna be a great show. Also, let me see what's new today. I don't know if you guys heard about the 31 Atlas, the so-called asteroid or comet heading to our solar system. They are saying they are already in our solar system, but it's gonna be sapping through nearby planet Earth and around October, November this year. A lot of people are speculating that it's not a comet or asteroid. It is a alien ship. I do not know. I would like you guys to know. Let me know what you guys think about the 31 Atlas. It's going all over the place on the net. So I can't wait for to see what's going on. Are we going to be invaded by extraterrestrial forms, or it's just a comet zipping through the solar system, which is crazy? They say it's going to sweep real close. It's going to be sweeping real close to planet Earth. So I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what we got going on. Hopefully in the next couple months. But besides that, thank you for joining. Our guest is not showing up. Can't wait for him to have him. He is a author and also a army veteran. We served together in Iraq back in the early 2000s. a great guy, and I can't wait to see him again. I haven't seen him. We talk over the phone and whatnot, but I have not seen each other in 20-year plus, which is crazy how time flies nowadays. It's insane fast. So if you're in Rumble, thank you for visiting. We appreciate it. And we got on YouTube. Yeah, we got one on YouTube. We appreciate it too. Thank you so much for joining in this kind of I would call it impulsive live stream while we're waiting on our guest. Let me text him real quick and see if he's popping up. Let me see what he said. But we're gonna have a good show tonight. I can't wait to bring you guys the news. But by the way, while we're waiting on him, let me give you what is the latest and greatest. I'm using Grok, uh, the AI, and it is amazing how many stuff that can be done. You know, during the day, they have this daily task that you can have or weekly, however you want to do it. And I have the basic membership, right? And you can have of up to 10 tasks, and you tell them whatever you prompt it, whatever you want, what the AI to do for you. And I have mine for news, all right, to round up the news and tell me the top news in politics, economy, uh, foreign affairs, all the stuff, right? So every morning at 5 a.m., it gives me the news roundup for the day prior or the current time. So it is great because I don't have to search for news, right? I told him to give me a unbiased, not left, not right news and factual news, and it just give me three for economy, three politics, and three for foreign affairs, and three positive news, which is great and kind of saves me time on what I need to look for. If something interests me, I just dig a little bit deeper. But it is amazing, amazing tools we have nowadays. I don't know. Comment down below if you're using AI for any stuff that you do in your life or any task, kind of simplify your life. And that's what we're looking for, maximize our time and simplify our life. So right here, Trump's delayed tariff on Mexico for 90 days. In the effort to allow more time to trade agreement discussion, President Trump announced a 90-day delay on tariff against Mexico, aiming to resolve bilateral issues without intermediate or immediate economic disruption. This followed the recent pressure on the cross-border commerce. So Trump is stopping, for 90 days the tariff on Mexico, and also Trump hikes tariff on Canada after stalled talks. I guess that we're talking about trade. President Trump has imposed a new tariff on Canada goods for following the failed trade negotiation through the U.S. and Mexico and Canada pact, extend to mitigate the impacts of most items. The move adds to ongoing tension amid the broader economic uncertainties. So Trump is putting the pressure on in different fronts. So Canada have another day delay, so that's good for Mexico. I'm sorry. All right, Trump's unveiled tariff and on dozens of countries, including EU. President Trump, executive order, introduced a tariff on 68 countries and European unions, set to begin in 7 days from now, from today, injecting fresh uncertainty into the global market, global trade. The decision was part of the broader strategy to address trade imbalances. So it is basically Trump is disrupting the market right now. He's disrupting the market, moving stuff left and right, shaking the tree, hopefully to bring people to the table to discuss trade agreement, which is some people are opposed to it and some people are happy that that happened. But in reality, everybody tariff the US if we want to sell vehicles or goods across the ponds, but they have no tariff when they want to sell their products right here in the US. So it was not free and fair. It was basically unbalanced. So now hopefully it takes time. So it will be I suggest, or I guess it will be in a couple months until everything balance out and everybody is on the same playing field, and we get this economy back on track. And right now is the inflation is stopped at least, is minimized to 3%, and the GDP hopefully growth in the next couple months as they hopefully they set up a new uh, interest rate on the federal level, from 4.2, drop it at least to 3 point or 2.5. That would bring strength to our economy, which is badly needed. People need to buy houses and other goods so they can continue their life and hopefully get more money in our pocket. That's what we or our American people are looking for. So this is what's going on. In positive news, a brother and sister reunite after 80 years apart. In a heartwarming reunion, a brother and a sister separated for 8 decades finally reconnect, sharing stories and joy after years of searching. These stories underscore the enduring power of family bonds and perseverance. That's pretty good. All right. In science achieved a life-saving medical breakthrough. The U.S. research have made significant advances in medical treatments, potential saving countless of lives throughout innovative therapies and technologies. This development highlight the ongoing progress of the healthcare innovation across the nation. That was pretty good. That is pretty good. So far, our guest is not showing up. I guess he fell asleep on the wheel. Oh, let me see right here. Oh, he texts, I guess. No, he's not ready. I guess we're gonna move on with the news. Let's see what we got going on Twitter. I like Twitter or X. And let's see what we got on X. Hell no. So right now we have Kamala Harris talking about retiring from either retire or staying in politics. I don't know. What do you think she should do? Also, we have a problem on the Palisade. Let me find that news for you. We have Mel Gibson talking about the Palisade fires. Remember, you guys remember that in California? It's strangely kind of the same thing that happened in Lahaina, Hawaii. That we found the fires and a lot of people get displaced from their houses because the houses were burned. But what have been done to help those people in Lahaina and the Palisades, which seems weird to me that nothing has been done yet to help those people and get those people back to the feet. And I guess California is holding the permits. I guess once your house is burned, the city has to give you a permit to rebuild your home, and they kind of like slow walking those permits, and people just wanted to clean up and get back on their feet. And I don't know why they are slow walking the process of getting those permits out and get those people back into their houses or the property so they can start working. So I'm gonna look this news because Mel Gibson came up yesterday and he did a speech at the Palisade right here. Let me share this with you so you can see it. Let me share this with you guys. Give me a quick second. So there we go.
Yeah. I'm sorry. There aren't any more locals living there anymore. They all had to leave town. Do you think the people of the Palisades or Altadena are going to be consulted about how their areas are reimagined by Newsom and Bass? Hmm? No. It'll be more like the Chairman Maui plan.
They want to use you to get what they want and then throw you away.
Yeah. I mean, one of the most pathetic, and despicable things I've seen was when Karen Bass, in order to shift the blame and culpability from herself, wiped it on the fire chief and threw her under the bus for speaking the truth about how the department had been defunded and were without resources. They didn't even have water. Now Gavin has asked for $40 billion of federal dollars to do whatever he has in mind. Why would we trust him with that kind of funding? See, along with that federal money should come a federal investigation into what the heck happened. You know, for a few pennies more. A federal investigation. I mean, Karen is, she's having an investigation into why she made the decision to go to Ghana. Which is absurdity on four legs.
Examination of conscience.
Federal investigation, yep. We should have one of those to see what the heck happened, and a further federal oversight to see what happens with any federal funding that we get, so that we have transparency, that it's audited. Not because he's doing it, but because anyone's doing it. Because hopefully he won't be there anymore. Amen to that. We need to see what's happening with our money, with our federal dollars. California deserves leadership that does more than acknowledge a problem. It deserves leaders who take real, meaningful steps towards addressing these threats to our community. You deserve better. Our firefighters deserve better. And above all, the people who've lost everything deserve better.
Yeah, right.
It's time for accountability. It's time for leadership that doesn't wait until it's too late.
Fair election.
And most of all, it's time for the government that stands with its people, not just in words.
Right. Right.
They got to go through the motions, you know, do something meaningful, build back better. Anyway, thank you. That's about all I have to say. I think it's enough. Should be enough to get me in trouble.
Man for governor! Man for governor!
There you have it. There you have it. Mel Gibson is pissed. Those people in the Palisade, they need recovery, they need help, they need people, they need the government to step away and stop impeding on this craziness of holding back. I think it's a land grab. Lou Valentino and other people were talking about it, and they were mentioning it is a coup, kind of like on the people to get those lands and build what they thinking about, build a community there uh, on the Palisade. So basically, it's a land grab. Buy that, buy this property dirt cheap and build a community right there in the Palisade and just get those people out of there, which is nuts. And Gavin Newsom was caught stealing money. Remember that $100 million that were um, that they collected as the Palisade help. In a lot of musicians went there and donated money and all this stuff. Yes, he got caught stealing that money, and that's why he removed his name out of the list of nonprofits, and that was a big deal. He created nonprofits and profits from it. That is nuts, and that happened a couple days ago. I'm gonna look up for for that video, so you guys watch it. And this guy did a great job disclosing what happened with the Palisade money that was collected by those artists that went there and did a kind of like um, I would say a marathon of musicians, and they collect a lot of money, donations, and stuff like that, and that money's gone. The $100 million is gone, dissipated and diluted with nonprofits. Simple, and that is bad. And Gavin Newsom was involved in one of those uh, nonprofits that actually profited themselves with that, with people's uh, donations. That's crazy. What happened in the Palisade? Let me bring more news about the Palisade and what Mel Gibson. Let me find a video real quick about Gavin Newsom caught stealing that money. Um, Type it up right here. See if I can find the video. Expose. There we go. Yep. Let me show you this video real quick. I know I'm kind of slow, but let me show you this video. I found it. Let me share the screen with you guys about Gavin Newsom. This guy's exposing Gavin Newsom stealing the money from the Palisade. There we go.
So Gavin Newsom has been caught stealing donations that should be going towards the fire victims for his own personal political fund. Let me show you what I found. So Gavin Newsom put out this website to combat misinformation called CaliforniaFireFacts.com. And when I went to take a look at it, it leads to Gavin Newsom's own website. And there's a place where I could donate. Now I'm looking closely at this. Look what you're seeing, right? Where is the donations actually going? Now it says it's supposed to go directly towards the victims, but check out who's managing this fund. Take a look at that, right? Who is processing this money? It's Act Blue. If you don't know what Act Blue is a political PAC for Democratic candidates. So in fact, any money that we donate in this so-called fund, a portion of it is going towards Democratic political campaigns. I didn't want to believe it, but this is our governor. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you guys soon. So Gavin
That is insane. That is insane. You see where the money goes? They stealing money left and right in our faces. They don't care, and they care less, man. I'm telling you. Let me find more news because I know there's more into that. I know there's more into that. I see another video. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it here. This is crazy. I got more of the same, more of the same. Let's see. There's another video that actually breaks down where did that money went. I know this Act Blue was involved, but there is something more that here we go. I think I think we got right here. Shout out to Jay Makita. I'm gonna show the screen to you guys right now so you can see it. Now you seeing this? Let me blow it up so you can see the video. Shout out to him, always to the content creator, and he breaks down what happened to the Palisade money.
Proof right here. Go to the fireaid.org site. Go to this where you search grants, search round two, scroll down right here. We're scrolling. We're scrolling. Boom, Cal Volunteers right there. Newsom's little nonprofit. Click in at the Cal Volunteers page. Who are they? About Cal Volunteers. None of them look like fire victims. Oh, they got nice clothes. Their clothes didn't burn down. Yeah, we could have skipped that check. They didn't need any fire aid money over here.
Wow, that is crazy. That's crazy. That's why they steal their money. I'm telling you, that's how they dilute every single penny. They take that money, 80%, 90% goes to payroll, pay the people, CFO, CEO, founder, secretary, treasury, everybody get paid, and then they donate the rest of the money to another institution, another nonprofit, and the the rest of the money follows through. Let's say they donate 3 millions out of the 10 that they got. They donate 3 million to the other agency, and that money is gone, like spread out, and they just dilute it. And before you know it, the money's gone. You will not see it again. That's how they steal people's money, though. That's crazy. I didn't realize it until kind of like you see it for yourself. Let me see if I can find more videos about him. There you go. This is another video from the same guy, uh, Spencer Pratt. I guess that's the content creator on this. I don't want to just steal people's ideas. He just kind of bring him up, give him credit for what they did. Here we
Look
go.
what I got a hold of. It's an email from the fire aid people back in May 16th to the Pacific Palisades Community Council that was trying to figure out where is the fire aid money for the Palisades victims because nobody in the Palisades had seen any. So they reached out, and this is the response here. It's a few pages. So screenshot. But what's so interesting in the language added at the end of the description of every NGO is in quotes and beyond. Do you know why they do that? It allows them to completely ignore fire victims, and it gives the and beyond, lets them all off the hook legally. So when if this investigation that's going to come, they can say, oh, well, look, we always said and beyond. But the problem is, I'm doing a little my own edit of the actual Fire Aid concert. From what I recall seeing, every celebrity, when they were looking to the camera, reading the teleprompter, they said money directly to the fire victims. So that's where the and beyond doesn't really matter in this email because all the celebrities that gave their free time to get everyone to donate and buy tickets, they were saying directly to the fire victims, not and beyond. Because people have been like, well, who's and beyond? Okay. This is also the first time all of these NGOs who send the money directly to the ambions were listed anywhere. This is before they, I think, even had their website. So definitely deep dive this because I have a feeling there's some scoop in here that we can dig even deeper. This is probably going to be a part 2, part 3 series on just this email. Screenshot. And don't worry, Mr. Chris Wallace. Look at I'm a respectable journalist, and I got rid of your cell phone number and your email so that people aren't just calling you saying, "Hey, you know."
Oh, there we go. Man, this is crazy how they steal the people's money. And that's happening every every day with like shady nonprofit. They don't do nothing for the people they intended to help, like the Palisade. With that money, like $100 million, they could have at least cleaned up all these debris of houses burned, and they could have removed everything. So they can just like, hey, there's your plot of land. We help you out cleaning. We give you all the stuff and kind of bring a land in hand, clothing, and the the first necessities. But no, they decided just to profit out of it and rob people blind, pretty much, man, just stealing money. That's insane, and that's what pissed me off with this BS. I might go to a rant because my guest is not showing up. I guess I'm going to a crazy rant, and and let me tell you what I feel about these government politicians that the profit off of people. For example, Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi profit. She sold yesterday or before yesterday $3 million worth of stocks. Before, I believe Google got sued or something. Let me bring it up. I know my friend JJ Carroll posted something about it. I think this morning. Let me bring it up because this is what I'm saying about this is what I'm saying about how politicians get away with everything right here. Let me show you this real quick because this is boil my blood and piss me off immensely. Let me show you this real quick. This is just insane. But this is the stuff that we're dealing with. We're dealing with politicians that steal our money, rob us blind, make laws to cover their butt, and then later on, the perpetrator or the politicians claims victimhood. For some reason, everything is racist nowadays. So let me make it make sense, But let me show you this real quick.
Nancy Pelosi just made $3 million in 3 hours. That's 17 times her annual salary. She owns a $200,000 Porsche 911 and multiple estates worth over $5 million apiece. It would take you 27 years to make that much money. She is only in Congress to get rich, and she is very good at it. Nancy Pelosi.
Tell me that she's better than Warren Buffett and all these big traders. She's way better. She's outperforming everybody, and she steals their money. She should be gone. She should have 2 terms in Congress and be gone. She's been there for seems like 100 years. We're still dealing with that lady. Come on, we need to get him out. I'm tired of seeing this BS. Every time we just seeing politicians, they're just stealing money. And with this technology nowadays, we can figure out where they're stealing money, how they're doing it, and they have a full scheme. Most of the politicians, I'm not saying everybody, but most of the politicians, they just go there to get rich. That's it. They don't go there to uphold the Constitution and help the constituents. They don't care. They don't. They just go to get their money, get the pensions, get the benefits of it, and call us the citizens that we are a ungrateful and trying to get call us racist and names and make money off our backs and tax us. That's what they do. They just tax everything. Now look, Nestle, Bill Gates, all these people. Now they're trying to monetize the water. They said it themselves. Water is not a privilege, is or right. They're just saying that is their right to steal water and sell it back to us. And remember, they just want power. Power. That's what they want. They don't want money no more. They want a technocratic, I will say the word, a technocratic, communist, China type world order. That's what they want. I said it. I might get banned because of this, but I don't care. That's what they want. They want to keep us in one place like lab rats. I'm telling you, I'm pissed. I don't want to go in a rant. I don't want to be clipped but that's the way I feel. That's the way I feel. I feel like they steal our money. They disappear our children. They make up rules to protect themselves. They're not going to jail for anything. Like, and somehow they're still getting elected every election. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Let me know what you think down below, because doesn't make sense at all. Doesn't make sense. Like for example, let's say Kamala Harris. Where she got $1 billion from? Where did she get $1 billion to pump into her campaign? Still losing. But who gave her that money? I know 3 people that gave money and they get it subsidized After that, they get four times their money they put in. Let me see if I can find the news. I know one of them was Mark Cuban, Bill Gates, and I believe Warren Buffett. They donated like $250 million each. That's right, $250 million each. Now they're getting subsidized by crazy stuff. Let me read the let me find the news article I had it here. I saw it this morning. Now I can find it. Let me type it up here. Donations to the Kamala Harris campaign. Let's see if I can find the news for you. So that was the news that came up, and I saw it. You know, I believe yesterday. And where did they get the money from? Who's funding them? And we have people in power controlled by other people that want to be in power, but they want to be in the shade. They want to be in the shadows. They don't want to be seen or heard of. And sometimes they're right there in our faces, and they are controlling the narrative about what we eat, what we do, where we go, who we talk to. I feel like the United States of America is not longer a free nation. I feel like the United States of America became the slave of nations. That's the way I feel. We're paying taxes for everything. We have to give our money to everybody. Nobody gave us money for nothing. Think about it. Think about it. Like, we give money to Israel. We give money to Africa. We give money to Afghanistan. We give money to Iran. We gave money to every single nation. You name it, we gave them money. But in return, we don't get nothing. We get shit. And then they got the audacity, people from all over the planet come to the United States, burn our flag, protest against us, call us racist, call us bigots, homophobic, call us, I mean, they call all the names in the dictionary, and yet we have to give them benefits, we have to give them food, we have to give them medical attention. Make it make sense. That is happening every freaking day. Every freaking day. I don't know what to do anymore, because everything that we do is just, I feel like a bastard children. Like nobody wants us, but yet they want our money. They want our money. They want our land. They want our benefits. They want our rights, and we are so welcoming that we allow them to do everything. Like, come on, we need to stand up and stop this BS. I'm getting tired. They come into our country, burn our flag, and then tell us that we are a piece of shit in our faces. And yet we have to be kind and we have to be respectful, but they're not respectful to us. They're not. They chanting death to America. Now Iran said yesterday that they are threatening Europeans, and they're saying they're going to unalive Europeans and Americans and American soil. Let me find the video for you. David Hookstead, he brought the news. I listen to David Hookstead every morning, and he came up yesterday. Let me show you the screen right here. Let me share this screen with you. This is David Hookstead. He great YouTuber, and he bring great news every single day, twice a day. And
Welcome.
he brought up this news yesterday about what I'm talking about. Iran plans to kill Americans inside the U.S. That is that is what's going on. I'm going to show you. This is David Hookstead. I'm sorry, they didn't show the screen before. So I'm gonna play a short clip. I don't want to get copyright. I don't want David to call, to call me up and say, "Hey, delete my content." But let me slide it forward right here and kind of play. Let me see right here.
This comes, you can see it right here. This
Right here. I'm gonna just play this little 30 seconds so you guys get the content of what I'm saying of everybody just calling us to get on alive, but yet we have to be kind to other people. And I'm tired of the same BS every freaking year, every month, every other day. We cannot even be in peace in our country. Now we have to deal with these people that come from all over the place. Why they don't chant that over there? Like stay in your country, call us whatever, but stay in your country. Don't come over here to our face and and chanting all this crazy stuff in our faces, in our houses, in our streets, our school. Stay over there. Honestly, stay over there. It's like having a you have a grudge with a neighbor, the neighbor have a grudge with you, and basically they come into your living room and just call you a piece of shit every single time he sees you in your living room. How do you feel about it? Huh? Damn. We need to stop this basic, uh, all this crazy stuff that happened. I'm tired of that shit, man. I'm tired. And sorry for cussing, but I'm getting tired of this narrative and all these people coming over here and start, you know, calling us name. I'm tired of that shit. Honestly, I am. So let me play this video real quick, and then after that, we closing our live for today. And I wish guys see you later on tonight. But let me play this in, and I go.
is directly from the U.S. Department of State, released July 31st. I'll highlight that right there so you can see it. So this is an official government response. This is an official government warning, not just to the Iranians, but to the people of America. And as you can see on the top of the screen, it says joint statement on the Iranian state threat activity in Europe and North America. Let's go ahead and read this. We'll read it together. The following statement is released by the governments of the United States of America, the United Kingdom, Albania, Austria, Belgium, Canada. Is that supposed to say the Czech Republic? I don't know what Czechia, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, the Netherlands, Spain, and Sweden. It says begin text. The United States of America, the United Kingdom, Albania, Austria, Belgium, Canada, Czechia, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, and the Netherlands, Spain, and Sweden condemn the growing number of state threats from Iranian intelligence services in our respective territories. We are united in our opposition to the attempts. This is where it gets serious. Listen carefully. We are united in our opposition to the attempts of Iranian intelligence services to kill, kidnap, and harass people in Europe and North America in clear violation of our sovereignty. So they are threatening.
Make sure you listen well to this. This is come from our government. This is a statement that everybody need to listen to this. And then if you're seeing this live, like later on today, whatever, share this, clip this portion, share this to your friends, to your families, and be safe out there because these people are serious. Let me continue playing these last 30 seconds of the video.
To kill, kidnap, and harass people in that country. That means they are threatening to come here to America and kill, kidnap, and harass people. Pretty serious thing. Obviously, they believe this is credible enough that they are coming to the American people and saying, you guys need to be aware of this. It says these services are increasingly collaborating with international crime organizations to target journalists, i.e., yours truly, dissidents, Jews, and current and former officials in Europe and North America. This is unacceptable. We consider these types of attacks, regardless of the targets, as violations of our sovereignty. We are committed to working together to prevent these actions from happening. We call the Iranian authorities to immediately put an end to such illegal activities in our respective territories. That's pretty serious. In fact, it doesn't get much more serious than that.
There you have it. This is what we have to deal with now. And that's this stuff that I'm talking about. And I brought guests here, and we talk about it in length. I brought JJ Carroll, Ryan Mata, Hernando Arce, and we talk about what are the implications of this border uh, crisis that we had 2020 up to 2024, that we allowed over 10, probably 25 million people undocumented into our country. I'm not saying all of them are bad. I'm just saying that we allow too many unvetted people in our country, and we need to fix it. And now we are trying to fix it, and everybody call us that we are mean people by kicking them out. I'm like, we are not mean. We're trying to clean the house. We're trying to figure out who is who. We're trying to figure out what is going on, because if we allow too many people in our country, and that is bad enough, or as it is already, since they drain our resources, they drain they overload our systems, and we need to clear the houses, and we just need to purge everything, and then we need to fix our immigration laws, and we need to fix our immigration system, that we can start accepting people. But besides that, man, we have to clean the house. I'm sorry. Like, the party is over. They need to go. Plain and simple. No more money, no more goodies. We're not giving away more. They need to go. The party's over. So we having said that, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Our guest didn't show up. I'm sorry. We might bring him up later on tonight. Remember, 6:30 tonight Central Time. I'm gonna have another live stream. We have a guest, and we probably bring the guest from today. They missed out, so I'm going to have lunch with my family. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Be safe out there in the streets. We're seeing those attacks taking taking shape in so many way of forms, and there's a lot of crazy people out there. You see what happened in New York, in Manhattan. So the threat is real. We got sick people out there doing bad things, and we need to stay safe in our street. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I see you in the